Sorry guys, that was on and that was really annoying, the sound setting. But welcome back. Today we're going to be doing the deck profile, and as you can see, we're going to be doing it on the meklord armies. Now, back when, in 5Ds, I think it was, yeah, it was Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, the anime was called, but back then, I loved meklord army monsters. They were like my favorite archetype. Um, I loved to use them. They were fun to use. I don't know. Personally, my favorite like cards and like designs were like in this archetype. So I decided to make a deck profile over these guys that I like to use sometimes. They're a lot of fun in my opinion. So let's get right into it. First, we got one. By the way, I'm just gonna pass by the card and I'll kind of explain. But first, we got meklord astro me mechanical. I'm sorry, I had to like pronounce that weirdly, but I had to kind of like step by step it. But anyways, meklord astro dragon god damn it, I can't say it, but these basically are like, they're not the best cards, but I kind of like, in each deck there's always a boss monster, and by boss monster I mean like kind of a monster that takes the field and kind of starts controlling the field and like getting to field advantage and such. I don't know, I kind of consider these guys as the boss monsters. But anyways, moving on. 3 Scrap Kongs, 3 meklord army Weasels, whatever. Meklord army of 3 meklord army of Grounds, 3 meklord army of Skills, 2 Tin Goldfish, 2 meklord emperor Weasel, 2 meklord emperor Skill, 2 meklord emperor Granules, 1 bone of the meklord emperor, Heavy Storm. These are staples basically. Reboot, 2 reboots, 1 space typhoon, 1 removal, and obviously it's full of machine type monsters. 2 resolute of the meklord armies, 2 meklord fortresses, 2 mech timed blast, 1 mirror force, 1 starlight, 2 meklord factories, and 1 solemn warning. For the extra deck, we've got number 104, Masquerade, Violondus Sigma, 2 number 39, Utopias, number 16, Chuckmaster, Gear Gigant X, number 50, Black Ship of Corn, 2 Steel Swarm Roaches, 2 Mustroke the Symphony de Jins, 2 number 44, Sky Pegasuses, and of course, Gaga Cowboy. Gotta get that burn damage in any deck, you gotta go. So, moving on, we're gonna explain the deck and how it rolls and works. First, we're going to go and explain the meklord army part of it. So, in a nutshell, I'm going to kind of tell you their effects and how they kind of work together in a way. So, they all work together in a way because they cooperate with each other, because their effects kind of combine them together, which is this card gain, each meklord army monster gains 100 attack for each meklord you control. So basically they gain attack equal to as many meklord monsters on the field. So that's pretty cool. Meklord army of Weasels, because each one has a specific effect that they can do that's not able to be used by other meklords. So this one's effect is, it can basically it does piercing damage to a defense position monster for any other meklord monster to attack. So it can't be him, it can be another meklord monster, but it can basically cause piercing damage. Meklord Army of Granule basically gains 100 attack for each meklord monster. That's how they're all united. But it's his special ability is to halve the attack of one face-up monster, monster your opponent controls. So basically, it just takes away attack. But you know, this is pretty much the Searcher of meklord deck, which is meklord Army of Skill. This card gains 200 attack for each meklord monster, so it gains an extra 100 attack because it is weaker. So I think that's a pretty good plus. But anyways, and when this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 meklord army monster from your deck. So that's a pretty good card. You can search out a nice a nice meklord army monster, whether it's Weasel or Granule, and you know, that's just to make some good plays. Next up, we got Tin Goldfish. When obviously it's pretty good for like XC summoning a level 4 pretty quickly. 2 meklord emperor Weasels. Basically, now the reason why we have these guys, they can't be normal or special summoned except by their own effects, and I'm gonna tell you how to summon them right now. Most of you already know, probably because its archetype has been out for a long time, but just to do it out of generosity, I guess. When this card is special, this card can only be special summoned when a monster on the field is destroyed by a card effect. All of these guys have the same effects. They can only be special summoned that way. Now, that's why we have this guy right here, 3 Scrap Kongs. When this card is normal summon, destroy this card. When this card is destroyed by, and basically, well, it leads on to say that Scrap, and you can pretty much just search something out. But Scrap Kong, the only effect we use of Scrap Kong is the first one, where when it's normal summon, it is destroyed. So basically, that counts as a card effect that it got destroyed by. Meaning, when this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon either Weisel, Skeel, or Grano, one of the 3 emperors. So that's pretty good. That's why we have King Kong. I don't know, King Kong, but that's why we have King Kong up in his house, so we can special summon the emperors pretty quickly. Now, each emperor also has their own little way or own little special ability as well. Weisel's ability is when an opponent activates a spell card, you can negate the activation and destroy it. Skill basically send one equipped card to the graveyard and allow this card to attack your opponent directly. This turn, this guy over here, basically gains attack equal to half of your life points. So if you potentially get him out with Scrap Kong and you have him in your hand, you can potentially have 4,000 attack points in the first turn. So that's a pretty good hitter right there, man. That's a pretty good hitter. I think it's a really good card. So if you guys, you know, it's a pretty good. I think it's actually like the best card to start off with Scrap Kong actually. But anyways, by the way, they can all absorb synchro monsters. I didn't explain that all 3 can absorb synchro monsters. So yeah. Moving on to spells, we got Bone of the Meklord Emperor, and then I'm gonna just kind of get these Meklord spell cards pretty quickly to explain them. So this card, basically what it does is you can draw 2 cards if you have 2 Meklord monsters on the field, but you cannot conduct your battle phase this turn. So it's basically if you're kind of in the defensive and you're kind of like in a desperate situation, you need to draw 2 cards. You don't need to conduct your battle phase because you're kind of like in a corner in a way. So there's that. We got basically our staples right here: Mystical Space Typhoon, Luminary Removal, Reborn, Heavy, Dark Hole, you know, all that stuff. Next, we got 2 reboots, which basically shuffle one Meklord monster from your hand to the deck to select 1 Meklord in your graveyard and add it to your hand. So it's kind of like a nice little getter if you lost something in graveyard or something, I don't know. Then we got 2 the Resolute of Meklord Army. Face-up attack position Meklord monsters you control have their effects negated and cannot be destroyed by battle. So again, if you need to be on the defensive with Bone of the Meklord Army, is that what it's called? Meklord Emperor. You know, just kind of stall it out. But anyway, 2 Meklord Fortresses. Face-up Meklord monsters cannot be targeted by effects of synchro monsters. When this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can add one Meklord Emperor monster from your deck to your hand. So you know it's a good plus if you manage to get this card destroyed. Now this card goes with Mech Timed Blast, which I'll read you the effect right now. Select one face of Meklord monster you control, and 1 card your opponent controls. Destroy both of those cards. So if you can activate Mech Timed Blast and destroy Meklord Fortress, if you have it in play, that is, you can basically destroy the 2 cards, which you could destroy something that was really bothering you on your opponent's side of the field with Mech Time Blast, and 1 card you control, which, if you want to do this combo, which would be Meklord Fortress. And then Meklord Fortress, when it gets sent to the graveyard, you can basically add 1 Meklord Emperor monster from your deck to your hand. So it's basically a nice little plus with Mech Time Bomb, or Mech Time Blast, so that's why we got 2 of those right there. Moving on, we got 1 Mirror Force, 1 Starlight Road for them heavies, 2 Meklord Factories. Activate only when a face-up Meklord monster on the field is selected as an attack target. Select 1 Meklord army monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand, then destroy the attack target. So it's kind of like a Mirror Force, and then you also get to add a Meklord monster, so that's pretty good. 2 of those, 1 Solemn, obviously because it's a new ban list, but anyways. Yeah, it's pretty much the whole deck in a nutshell, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. If you guys did, please comment down below. what you liked about it, and leave a like if you guys want. But please just leave a comment down below what deck profile do you guys want to see or watch next. I don't know. Just love them doing them deck profiles, and I can also record duels as well. So if you guys want to see those and see some of these deck profiles that I made in action, go ahead, leave a comment down below or something. But thank you guys. Hope you guys had a nice time watching these meklord or watching this deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.